and welcome to Model Kit Stuff, and today's Focus on Tools video is going to look at this, the Airbrush wash needle, sometimes known as the Airbrush nozzle needle. So the Airbrush wash needle is something that you'll see all over the place. You can buy it in many online model stores, stores that sell airbrush accessories, and you can certainly pick them up on eBay and I've no doubt Amazon. And they come in a range of prices, but they're all fundamentally the same thing. And also I noticed that there's a lot of different brands, but they all look the same. So I'm guessing it's one manufacturer who allows people to brand their own tools. I mean, this one's been branded by the online model shop from which I bought it. And I bought it from them because it was a super good price compared to eBay and other places where I'd seen it. So what is it? Well, it is a small tool with a top. It's all metal, some form of alloy, very lightweight. And when you look at it, you'll see that it's a needle that comes to a very fine point. And the purpose of it is to help you clean your airbrush and get into those places where you might not be able to get into with your little bottle brushes. So the purpose of this tool is to clean in the nozzle. Even these very small bottle brushes will not get all the way into this top tip of the nozzle. They're just too big, and these are the finest ones I've been able to find. So the idea of this tool is it will go right up into your nozzle tip there, and you can then gently turn it, and any paint debris or staining or anything like that might be in there that could cause a blockage, you know, sending air bubbles back up into your paint pot because you've got a bit of a blockage. That could well be caused by the tiniest particle of paint in your nozzle. So the idea of this is you can get into your nozzle and clean it out, and it gives you a bit of peace of mind. And I'm in the routine now of when I do a full clean, is I always use this at the end of my process. So I will clean this with my bottle brushes, and then I will use this needle to get in there afterwards. Now, what I do like to do is put a little bit of airbrush cleaner onto the needle. I think it acts as a little bit of a lubricant, and I also know that I've given a bit of a coating of cleaner in there which will evaporate and leave things nice and clean. So it's really handy for giving you a bit of peace of mind when cleaning your nozzles, but that's the intended use, but it does have a couple of other uses as well. Because of the design of this, because it's got this sort of what they've done is they've cut this down so that you've got a hard edge all the way up. What you can do is you can get into places and just scrape any hard paint out. So if you've had a real bit of a nightmare and you've answered the door and your paint's gone dry, then this is a good way of getting that paint out. It's more effective than a bottle brush where you might have to be cleaning for quite some time to get where you need to be. And also things like your airflow reservoir, if you've managed to get paint in there, the needle will get in. And it acts a bit like a reamer, but without damaging your airbrush. And as long as you're careful and you're gentle, you can get all sorts of debris out with this. And the same with your needle passage. You can get some of the way in, and then any dried debris you can remove with this needle. So it's a really handy tool. So I'd rather keep this in good condition, even if I go through one of these once in a while, but I never have. As you can see, when I finish using it, I give it a bit of a clean, and it's as good as it was new. So yeah, it's a handy little tool. So there you have it, the Airbrush wash needle or Airbrush nozzle needle. If you've got a small aperture on your airbrush, this will get in there. So, is it an essential tool? No, it's not an essential tool because it's for cleaning your airbrush, and your airbrush isn't an essential tool. However, if you've got an airbrush, I think this is absolutely an essential part of your cleaning tool set. So along with your brushes, having one of these really makes a difference to your ability to get a nice clean brush when you need to strip it down. Okay, I hope that was informative and helpful. Like I say, you can pick these up pretty much everywhere, so shop around and get a really good price because they all appear to be the same and the same quality. Thanks for looking in, everyone. Take care, and I will see you soon.